All right, boys, we back. We had a little disconnect. Not sure what really happened to the disconnect. That's okay. We got some music going. Boom, boom. Got some music going. Boom, boom. Come on. Got some music going. Boom, boom. Just testing out some new music. Latin. Let's try this. Oh my. Okay. Nah, not yet, bro. I am not in yet. I think it's gonna go without me. I know, right? Classic, dude. Classic. Right when PA looks good, no doubt. Okay. Yeah, this would have had to have been a front run on the 3 minute. I didn't want to take any entries before this 3M confirmed flipped. But ES is dicey, man. Like no SMT off the little high here. And ES never topped. So we'll see. We'll see. But for now, yeah, NQ is definitely weaker, so that'll be the selling asset of choice. And it looks like it wants to go currently. She gone. $19. This is the 18-minute candle. Yeah, so there was a small first presented retest here, but it was before the 3 minute confirmed closed. The 3 minute confirmed on this candle here. So I'm happy to just chill. Hot bit of chill. It's a little wide too, like 70 points. I'm good. I'm good. I have to probably take it up this high. 58. Oh, we got the inversion. 3 minutes. Flip this little guy here too. A re-entry on GU, bro. It was wide with no good RR to the high, but another 15-minute entry. Beautiful. This looks gone. Yeah. Shake on. I'm not keen on these types of retests either. I'd rather just get right in and then let it move. It's more my style. Yeah, exactly. Just enter on the candle that fills it and break structure. Yeah, bro. Like if you're just gonna market execute on the candle, cool. My personal preference is like if we get like an inversion and then an immediate wick retest and then a continuation. Those are my absolute favorite entries. Sean's a madman on M1 today, I bet. No Muzzy. Just a nice 1 hour. I don't know if you want to call it nice, but the 1 hour gap in this leg. That's all there is, and it's providing a nice reaction. No entry on my end yet. 3 minute went inverse. There was a 1 minute and there was a 1 minute entry here, but I wanted to wait for the 3 minute to flip. But there was a nice retest right here into this first presented. But so wide, man. Like so wide. And look at this type of delivery. Like this is just screaming pullback. But that's like 100 points, and that doesn't float well with how I risk. Also, these highs, like no SMT. Stacked highs. Dicey. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm hands off, boys. I'll be here for another half an hour, and then I'm dipping. I'll be back tomorrow to try and see if we can progress, but today ain't over yet. Yo, when do you guys journal trades? Like, do you journal right after? Do you journal on the weekend? Like, what's best for you guys? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, likewise. Nice area up here. Yeah, we're starting to get some selling pressure into the market here. Just happen to be near the tail end, but this is still pretty chop. The journal on the weekend? Yeah, right on. I try to journal like right after I take a trade or right after the session ends, depending on where I'm at. Like if it's dub, I'll journal it right away. But yeah, right after session, yeah, man, same here. Journal of the week on Friday. Cool. Down she goes, bye. Down she goes. Okay, Mac. Cheers, buddy. Enjoy your day. We'll catch you later on. Oh, nice. Nice. Yo, we're still good for the call tonight, right? Hugs and kisses. See you tonight, brother. Hugs and kisses. It's melting. Target 1, target 2, target 3. Oh yeah, she dumping. Damn. Yeah, George, market reacted great off that 1 hour level. Unfortunately, it's just hasn't provided my entry, but models there, but I'm chilling. No tag on this. At this point, I wouldn't want the market to come back up into here for an entry. Like, no thanks. I'd rather already have been in this. Partialed out. Yeah. 5 minute? Nothing. This would have been the 1 minute. 69 points. Slammer. It's not wide in the RR on this. I mean, this likely would have been my first area of interest. Because this is so close, I probably would have either targeted the low or majority off and then leave a runner for lower. This is the type of reaction we want to see, though, man. Like this hard in, take liquidity, and then immediately price moves in the opposite direction. That's exactly what we want to see. The stall up kind of fucked us a little bit, right? But it's just one of those days where, like, you got a 1 minute gap, you got multiple 1 minute gaps on the way up. You got a 2M, you got a 3M. Yeah, happy to chill. We looked at GU, but the EU looks like EU had another nice play. There's entry. Oh yeah, man! Look at that, beautiful. beautiful. I just slammed it on this candle closure, 2 minute candle closure. Dude, EU fucking printed today. Holy man. EU absolutely printed. I think the 3-minute entry was somewhere around here. Yeah, that's beauty sequencing. Wow. This trade though, fuck, beautiful. I'm out too. Got a journal. Got stopped out on GU, but re-entered in the daily. It came into for another sell. Got 3 trades running, 1B on today as well. Okay, man. Enjoy your journaling. We'll catch you tomorrow. Good work. I'm almost roasted for the day. Kind of coming into extreme levels here. Sean, I'm assuming you won't be on the call tonight, right? You're still here? TP1. Problem with this, man, is like this would have been the runner. The runner would have. I don't even know. Like, how many contracts could I have traded here? That's like $150 a contract. So that would have been like three. That would have been like 3 contract trade. 3, maybe 3. Yeah, 3. That would have 3 contracts. It would have been like 2 out here at 360 profit, and then honestly this would be my runner. I'd leave 1 runner here. Contract, the last contract, just because it can't size well on it. What up, George? Sorry, man. I can't remember if I was talking to you or not. I was talking to Sean for a second there, but yeah. Another good read, honestly. I mean, not like it's all that difficult, but yeah, this again, like 15-minute gave confusion. Once we printed a bullish 15, we flipped it, and then we reflipped it. Just zoom out, boys. If there's nothing clear on the 15 above that zone, zoom out, right? 1 minute, or sorry, 1 hour. That is hilarious. George, what do you got going on for the rest of your day, bro? You working, or what is this music? Like, what happened? What's this? Yeah, sorry, George. What are you up to for the rest of your day, bro? What's happening? You working? I don't listen to this type of music. You're working tonight? Nice, dude. Right on. Hey. Awful. Well, who writes this? I'm just going through some different music here, gang. It's so hot in the warehouse, man. It's like a greenhouse, especially in this heat. Fucking rights, dude. Better hot than cold, right? Stay hydrated. Keep your sodium levels up. You're good. Lean into that heat, big boy. Okay, we got an SMT here. You can see a reaction. These equal highs on ES are scaring me. Market said we moving down. George, are you working full time or you just doing like evening shifts or what? Working tonight. Yeah, you don't work night shift. I think you said you're off at like 10 or 10:30, right? Well, pretty tame day. I do 6, 10. I do 6 to 10, 5 days a week. Nice, not bad at all. Nah, dude, 4 hours. I mean, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. As long as you're cool with that shift, you should be fine. Another tip for management, George, like just understanding what price is doing, brother. Like if you look here, right? SMT on the low, right? NQ took the low. ES did not as of yet, right? Which could send price back to the upside, right? Because this asset is tapped into this liquidity, pushing it higher, therefore pulling up ES back into another level potentially. So what you can do is go to like the 5 minute. I mean, obviously like 15 is probably a little bit high, but 5 minute, you see this gap here. We're going to see further downside. We probably want to see this gap hold, right? So if you're trailing your stop, you know, if we're looking at structure as an example, right? I mean, fuck, like this high stands out, right? Like you could trail aggressively now that your draw has been hit. You know, you could have covered this high, for example, but again, looking at the 5 minute, you can see there's a gap here, right? You can see this gap. So if you're going to trail, keep your trailing stop above the gap, right? Give it some room, right? Assuming you're looking for further downside, right? And you get this 5 minute gap with momentum, right? This is all corrected. Price taps in, it's gone. All right, this low is going to get smoked. Or will it? We'll see. If ES starts to go, then it should be smooth sailing. Just checking out the Discord here. Looks like the boys got paid. Close to break even. Lenny, Trump speaking. Yeah, great thing I got out, boys. Yeah. Yeah, basic liquidity concepts, dude. If you think about a market printing higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs, if like it's how it depends how you read it, dude. Right? Price takes the liquidity below this low. It's either got to take something internal, right? There's no lower time frame gaps to continue and act as liquidity, so we're going to take the next standout lower time frame high. It just happens to be a 5-minute gap, and you can see like how price is now bouncing, right? Ping pong in between these two levels, right? Highs and lows aren't bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It works. Yeah, I like that idea, bro. I like that idea. Similar to what I'm doing. Can't believe EU today. Like that was just beautiful. 3 absolute stingers, dude. There's like 8 to 10 R on the table here. Like these are like evaluation style passes, man. Trade the model. Trade the model. And if you're on evaluation, I mean it's a thin slope for sure, but like who's to say you can only take one trade on an eval, right? Once you get to that point, if the model presents itself, just might make sense for you to just keep trading it. Who knows? Yeah, bro, FX has been money. All this drama and stuff, like it's been great. Also, like I haven't gone back and tested this model on EU last year, but I'm assuming it's probably been pumping most years. It's just how the market works, man. It's literally how the market works. Internal liquidity, fair value gaps. What a banger, dude. Oh. I feel like this is like the start of like a motivational video. For now, I'm sticking to my personal. I'm going to focus on scaling capital up. Then maybe after a few sample sizes, I'll buy. Honestly, dude, fuck prop firm. Like, don't even waste your time. Once you've consistently traded your own personal account effectively, you know your system inside and out, you could literally put your screen on the internet like I'm doing for people to trade and not give a shit. That's when you know you're probably ready. Do you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Everybody's different. Everybody's different, but there's no rush to start going on to prop, because you rush prop, you skew your growth, you skew your expectations, right? The opportunity is greater, right? Oh my gosh, all of a sudden there's maybe a payout, but let me tell you something. No, no. Process is number one. Process is number one. It doesn't matter how long you've traded for, dude. If you've traded for 5 years and you haven't been making money, then obviously, like, sure, you can say, oh, I've traded for 5 years, blah, blah, blah. But, like, how long have you actually done the right things for? Like, that's what matters. People focus way too much on, like, oh, no, I've been in this too long. I'm not profitable, blah. You're not profitable because that's what you're fucking focusing on. Do you know what I'm saying? Curiosity. You have to be curious. Dude, the nude you sent over DMs was friggin'... That's a big argument in the space. It's like, do I start on prop? Do I start on personal? I think it's unique to the individual. Yeah, my freedom disappears and I can never make any profit. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I've been there. Been there, done that. Shit, man. Sergi boy, you here? Oh. Yeah, prop is like, you're just not ready for it, man. Like, you're not ready to, like, you're managing somebody else's money, real or fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are literally a trading professional when you're trading on prop, right? And if you're not ready to be a professional, like, if you're not professional prior to taking that leap, it's just like, sure, you can learn on prop, you can struggle, and you can, ideally avoid the delusions, but it's dicey, man, out there. It's absolutely dicey. You can't trust anybody. That's what I have to say. You can only trust yourself, because almost all traders advertising props are fucking getting paid, bro. Like, when you use their codes, there's kickbacks, and that's all good, man. The kids got to eat. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with affiliations, but I don't know. If people don't teach appropriately and they offer affiliations, I have a tough time with that. What is this music? Hmm. You like? It's fucking beautiful, man. Yep. Yeah, this is just Stalin. Just like the old Russian leader. What's his name? Stalin? I guess it's so much easier to become profitable on personal, because whenever I only trade my personal account, I somehow so far have always made money. Honestly, man, like, I get it. It's expectation, right? Like, that's the thing with prop firms is like, okay, now there's a target. Now I have to do this, and once I do that, then I have to do this, and if I do all of this, then I'll make money. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll get payout, and then I'll quit my job. And bullshit, absolute bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you're making money or you have some cash saved, like, you're gonna struggle, man. A month or two, but after a few losses, I went back to prop for some reason. Yeah, man, self sabotage. Prop is great. But just like prop, just like personal, I mean, you got to figure out what works best for you in that moment. And if you decide to go the prop route, you got to treat it like a business, man. And that's difficult. That's very difficult, especially on trading futures, man. Like I'll get a 50K eval for like $100, man. You know, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? CFDs, it's quite a bit more. But yeah, dude, it's a different realm for sure. It's a great realm, but you have to treat it with the utmost respect. You got to damn well know your model, and you got to be emotionally in tune. Like you know, you miss a trade, you can't give a shit, right? You mismanage a trade, you can't give a shit. You just can't give a shit. You just got to do your job, right? That's basically what it comes down to. The drawdown limit, but on personally, you don't have a drawdown limit. It's so much more chill. 100%, dude. If drawdown limits affect you, then yeah, staying clear of prop for now makes sense, right? You could learn to manage drawdown in personal too, right? But again, a lot of people, like you said, man, they get into drawdown on their prop, and then their system just goes out the window, right? It goes absolutely out the window. It's no good. Makes it very difficult. I stayed away from prop all last year, dude. Wasn't it? For me, it's been like, okay, well, I quit my job in August. I ended up revising and improving my system, right? I traded reversals to finish off the year. Markets were great. Again, it's not like I made a bunch of money, right? I quit my job, wasn't making a bunch of money, transitioned to futures in January, and decided like I want to start building a prop firm style business, right? At this point, like trading personal securely and where I live, it's very difficult, man. Like you have to either trade futures, which I was totally new to, and I'm still learning tons, right? So for me, it just made sense to eliminate the personal and learn the futures, learn how to trade the futures market. And for me, that prop made sense. But then when I went to prop, dude, holy crap! Like what a swing of emotions, man. Like all of a sudden, you're on this cheap ass account and you're like, wow, fuck it. If I'm up a little bit, but if I blow it, whatever, I'll just get a new one tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll get it funded, blah, blah. So you go through I don't know, it might not be normal, maybe it is, but I went through a degenerative period for sure. And I stacked accounts and then I literally blew them all at once. And ever since I've been on this rebuild, right? So it's all part of the journey, but it, you know, props are dicey, bro. Props are dicey. There's a reason most people fail, right? There is a reason. There's a guy in another community, dude. I was talking to him like, man, it was like back in early February. It was early February, and he had blown over 130 $50,000 challenges. 130. And he hadn't taken a single payout. And this is in like a month and a half into the year. Like, unbelievable, man. So, like, at what point do you kind of look inward and say, okay, maybe this type of trading isn't for me? Maybe I should trade my own money. You know what I'm saying? Because with your own money, it's like, okay, well, if I take this trade, this is literally how much I make. Right? With prop, there's a lot more to juggle. There's, especially in futures, there's, dude, 130. I don't even want to know what he's at now. I could probably go find it. I could probably go find what he's at. Oh, I'm going to. Give me a sec here. What's his name? Stallone? No. I don't know what his name is. He's in this other community, but he posts his shit, and it's like, it's unbelievable, man. 130 accounts. He's probably at 200, 300 accounts by now. What the fuck is this guy's name? Oh, he's a pre-market guy too, so he's probably in here somewhere. Honestly, he probably changed his name because of how many accounts he's completely fucked up. Sad. He would just always trading, always trading. He would trade like 8 hours a day when he wasn't working. Yeah. Anyways, you know what? I could probably find him in this chat. Hold up. Profit loss. Anyways, I'm wrapped up here. There's no entry here. This would have been the break even / payday. Again, this is another beautiful example of why just a 2R target doesn't make sense, right? Or why an external low may not make sense. That's why partials are so important. 100%, dude. 100%. I mean, for now, you're definitely in a growth stage. You're growing, you're learning, you're building your business plan, right? Your business plan is how you trade and how you manage your trading, right? And with that would be, part of that would be how you're going to scale, right? If you're just going to trade like $1,000 account, just continue to trade, and just grow $1,000. Like understand it's going to take some time, which is fine. The more time, the better, arguably, right? The more scalable your business is, the more sustainably scalable, the better, man, in my opinion. Scaling quick is dicey, especially if the money matters. This is terrible, man. I'm so sorry. Let's get this off. The gayest music I've listened to in a minute. Bear with me. I'm still looking for this guy's name. I think I'll do another sample size after this one, then add more money. Yeah, dude, you know what? I mean, you're taking like 1 lot, 2 lot, right? So I want to say it's fuck all. Like you're probably making a couple bucks, a few bucks. I can't exactly remember how it works, but with lots, but you can't be risking much. So me and Mac talked about, for example, was that every time you take a W, you up your risk, right? So for example, you could double it. So you could go from 0.01 lot to 0.02 lot to 0.04 lot to 0.08 lot, right? You could do 0.5, 0.1, 0.15, 0.2, just scale. As you win, you're building confidence and your risk is slowly scaling with that confidence. That's one option. That's probably what I would do. Something like that. Where the fuck is this guy's name? Like, this is driving me crazy. I don't know if I added him or not. It was unbelievable. I got to see what he's at now. I just got it. Where is he? Just a thought, man. And then eventually, like, you'll get to a risk or an amount that you're risking where you're like, I'm good, man. I'm good. Right? You can do dollars. Like, I'm going to risk $1 this trade. Every time you win, you add $5. The next week, yeah, there you go. Dude, where is this? I'm not getting off till I find it. So many people posting in this Discord. It's unbelievable. Where is he? What was his name? Stallone or something? Yeah, bro. So I would look to start working on that. Like you're building a business, bro. Trading is not just like, oh my gosh, I'm trading. Look at my journal. Like I'm profitable. That ain't it. That ain't it. You gotta have a fucking plan. You gotta know exactly what you're doing. What are we listening to? This is foul. Better. Also, that's where a lot of people go wrong, man, is failing to have some type of structure or guideline. Where are you, you little fucker? I'm gonna check my friends list. I think I added him. The guy's a menace. Maybe I didn't add him. There he is. That's the guy. Okay, hold up. I did have him added. He's not online. I hope he's doing all right. The guy was always online. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, he's still in PJ. Rescue Malone. There he is. Okay. From specific user. Okay, George says, this is the first time I've truly felt I have a chance to make this trading thing work. This model makes so much sense to me, and I thank you a lot for teaching me. 100%, bro. You just got to believe in yourself, man. Like, literally anything's possible, dude. You want to build a bomb and blow up the moon? Like, you could do that if you want to. Like, trading is not that complicated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that complicated. Okay, well, so he's had 14 accounts funded, so he's passed 14 accounts. Oh my goodness, where is his post? This is gonna get crazy. I think he's chilled out a bit. Oh my. Dude, over 200 evals. Anyways, 200 evals, 14 passed. Pretty tough. Anyways, that's not what you want to be doing. That's not what you want. Back into that 30-minute. 30-minute, 3-minute, I should say. Anyways, man, yeah, anything you want to, yeah, feel better. I mean, dude, there's no reason for you to feel bad. Like you're young. You have in the past probably had very unrealistic expectations towards yourself and for yourself based off of your experience and what you've actually achieved and accomplished and time you've put in. Right? So you got to stop expecting more from yourself and just start putting more in. You know what I'm saying? Process over outcome. And that takes time. That takes time. But things start to click. The older you get, the more mature you get, quicker, the better. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, man. But being hard on yourself in trading, from my experience, is never the answer. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. I'm gonna keep streaming here, and we're gonna prove profitability on the live stream just for fun, and then we'll see where it takes us. But I'm out for now, bro. You have a good day. I'll catch you in the Discord. Have a good day at work. Sling them pallets, bro, or skids, or whatever you want to call them. And I'll catch you tomorrow, bro. But yeah, hit me up in Discord if you need anything. I'm out of here, boys. Have a great, great day. That's true. 100%, man. 100%. Like I said, bro, like the day you start exercising curiosity over judgment towards yourself, that's when things start to change. Start. Keyword. But yeah, we're gonna get back to it tomorrow. No trade for me today. Yeah, man. We'll catch you boys later. Be well.